Morning, guys and girls. Welcome back to another beautiful day. A beautiful. Yes, so we are currently down Sandspit. Yes, we are on the bit where we wait for the Sandspit to uncover. Probably 90% of you know where to wait before the Sandspit uncovers, so you don't wait to wade on directly in front of the Sandspit. It's too dangerous. A couple of the boys I know have almost come really unstuck walking through the mud right up to their chest. Dangerous. So the place you need to wait for it to uncover is, if you look at the cliff behind you, it tapers from the very top to the very bottom. Taper means tapered. If you look in the middle of the slope of the cliff, you'll see a Christmas tree. It looks just like a Christmas tree. Just wait pretty much in front of that. If you're new to the spit and you want to come down, I would suggest come down a day or two before, and like an hour before low, and suss it out. It's a very, very dangerous mark. So you get roughly, depending on if you've got tide with the wind, if you've got tide with wind on the ebb, it'll empty out quicker. And if you've got tide against the flood, it will come in a little bit slower. But if you've got wind against the ebb, it won't go out as fast. And if you've got the wind with the flood, it will flood in quicker. Does that make sense? So it could change. So yeah, today, old school tide table size for Barry's a 14.5 metre, which is perfect. So I should get about 2 hours, hour and 50 down, and then probably hour and 30, hour and 40 of the flood. So behind the spit, you'll have a channel. You'll see that fill up. So always on the flood, always keep mindful of the tide coming in behind you. So yes. So I'm gonna go ahead. So I'm here an hour before low. So it's gonna give me plenty of time just to bed the new lining on the reels, bait up a couple of rigs, because it's only a short fishing session. So as soon as you get on there, you could just fire one out and don't crack off. So stick with me. Yeah, so take this opportunity while I'm waiting for the spit to uncover. Yeah, so don't know, you can see it, it's kind of there. See the Christmas tree? That's it. Yeah, we got a nice stiff 15 mile an hour easterly, which is side on, or in your left cheek, which is nice. Because walking down the field, I park at the top of the caravan, park on the roundabout. Walking down, that field was boiling. I regretted wearing waders. Now I'm on the beach and the wind's here, keeps me nice and cool. So yeah. Should expect a few anglers to turn up. See, I don't rush on. People know me. I wait for anglers to walk on. So many times I've waded on, set up, and then someone will come and fish within 10 metres of me. So I wait for people to go on, wait for them to put their stands down, then I go on past them. So there is no hot spot on the spit. I've seen them come off here. I've had rays here waiting to come on, only spotted. I've had hounds. But you get blondes. I've said before, it could be pegged 1, 2 to 30. On a Monday, all the even numbers will catch, all the odds will blank. Come down on a Tuesday, all the even numbers will blank, and the odds will catch. Did I just say that twice? Yeah, so you got to bear with me, guys. The GoPro's playing up a little bit. Like every minute and a half in, it does the beep, beep, beep noise and keeps saying preparing file. And then file prepared, and then turns itself off. And then I got to turn it back on, and I hate technology. I can just about cope with logging into Facebook. Anything other than that, my OCD and my brain goes in malfunction. So yeah, not sure what's going on now. So I just messaged Jansen now just to see what's going on. because when I got the drone and the GoPros, got them sent to him and then he set them up. Because I is not very intelligent. Right, let's do some practice casts. Remember, take this opportunity, this window, just to get yourself set up ready. So I haven't used the casting specials for a couple of weeks. I've been using my Fathom SDs. So I'm looking at the spool now and it's like, oh my God, there's a lot of line. Because it does hold about 100 yards more. So yeah. And also, when you're practice casting a playing lead, if you use 7 ounce, don't practice with a 7 ounce, because if you put a 7 ounce and bait on, it's going to feel a lot heavier. So I'm using a 10 ounce because I use mainly 8 ounce plus bait. So that's a 10 ounce lead. So just gentle little flicks. It's very slippery. Be like Bambi now. So just like a little flick, a little flick out, a little flick back. Boom. So look at it, it's like I've done it before, see? Just get it in. That's probably Jansen telling me what's wrong with the GoPro. Almost there. And a side wind, it goes miles for a little flick. Right. Ah, let's get the other one. Right. I'll be back shortly. Just spent about a half hour. My mind's been a bit all over the place. Because you've probably seen some videos. 1 minute I got a short drop. Next minute I got a long drop, like down to like my right hand. And then for like years and years, I'm gonna bore you now, like for years and years, I've just had a short drop, swing it out, swing it to the side, bang. That's the same cast I use whether I'm on the T1000s, T900s, 10 ounce leads, 7 ounce leads, doesn't matter, whole mackerel, small bait. But the last couple of months I've been going from short drop taupe, 10 ounce, comes a channel long drop. My timing's been all over the place. My lead's been in the wrong place, it's been doing my head in. So I'm just gonna go back to my previous videos, I'm just gonna stick to a short drop, swing it out, bring it back to the right, lower the rod, bang. Don't get me wrong, a long drop and that noise looks good, but it doesn't go any further. So pointless, bloody pointless. So rigs today. I am gonna use my 2-hook dongle because this is the first decent sized tide of the growing tides now, 14 metre. You're able to get on the spit properly. So it's been small tides for the last week. So no one's been on yet, so I don't know if anything's been caught. I know Gareth was on Sully Island yesterday and it was quite quiet. I think they had a small blonde and an eel. So, as in fishing terms, it's probably half a mile from where they fish on Sully to where you fish on the spit. So half a mile, 200 yards can make a difference between you catching and not catching. So that's theory anyway. So we will find out if there is any fish on there. So yeah, the 2-hook dongle, 3/0 full circles, £100 rig body, £60 snuds. Mine are a bit longer. I know a lot of people have messaged me over the last week or two, where's these dongles I've made? That everything's made, the 400 rigs, I've got 100 2-hook dongles, 100 full dongle taupe rigs, 100 3-hook clip down with pop-ups, 12-inch snuds, fluorocarbon, 22 pound, 24 pound fluorocarbon, 80 pound bodies, and 100 4-foot pulley droppers. But we want to do it properly. They're all ready. I'm just waiting for the stickers to turn up from the company VMOUs, so I can put all the stickers on the rig packets and send them to you. So please be patient. I know a lot of you have messaged me, but you know, if we're going to do something, we want to do it properly. You know, we don't want to send the rigs out just in packets with nothing on them. So I've got all the packets and all the labels for the original rigs, which I've noticed are pretty much out of stock. So I'm going to be busy for the next few weeks on catch up, which I don't mind. Oh yeah, look what I got. Joey Blueies, Southwest Sea Baits. Cheers, Matt. And we got a flask full of beautiful sand eels. Yes. So what about sand eel and squid. Take a rubbish home. Yeah, so sand eel and single sand eel and squid wrap on the double dongle. And then on the other two rigs, I'm going to go to my usual 6-foot pulley, dongle style, and fish whole pilchards and wraps of squid. So that is the plan. Refrozen squid. I love refrozen squid. Many years ago. Oh, I still feel fucking brick. Many years ago, I used to thaw my squid out fully and then refreeze it, because I always found I caught more fish on refrozen squid. Can't believe it. Like, we're getting on there in a half hour, there's no one here. So yes. What a beautiful day. Well, at least if there's no fish today, it's a beautiful day to watch. Am I recording? Of course I am. Don't really need to measure up the sand eels now. I've been doing it for so long now. I've got a good judge of length. Yes, so elastic. This is the same rig I've used all year, this one. And the hooks are still really sharp, really sharp. Like, you look at that 3/0 circle, it's tiny. And you think, you know, how's that gonna work? But oh, it does. Smelling the elastic. Make sure it doesn't stink too bad. Yeah, so a couple of days ago, it was nice to finally meet young Christopher Stokes and his old man Chris Stokes. Been on, you know, it's been talked about for a while, good couple of months. But you know, I only get to fish once a week, and I just had to choose the right tide, right venue. So I just thought, we'll meet up down Fonty. We knew it was going to be hard work. It was busy the night before in the evening tide, and there was only like 5 rays come out between 24 rods, I believe, to 12 anglers. So, if you know, Fonty's not really a day session unless the evening before you hear that there's 4 or 5 blondes per person, which has happened. I've gone down there. I can't do the evening tide. I've gone down the morning tide and I had 10, 12, 14 blondes. So, but yeah, my mate was fishing the evening before and he said nothing come out really, all them rods, just a handful of rays, so I knew it was going to be difficult. But it was nice to meet up with him. Cracking young angler, very clued up, good caster for his age. I said to him, if I could cast that far at his age, I'd have been over the moon. I think, what was he, 14, 15? 15, I think, he said. I couldn't even cast half his distance at his age. So yeah. That kid keeps doing what he's doing now, he's going to go places, I tell you. Very intelligent, very clued up. And it's amazing to see his old man. The things he does for him, the mileage, that my way takes him, he waits for him. Just, yeah, absolutely gentleman he is. So, but yeah, fishing was poor. He saved the day with a small gurnard. I didn't have a bite for about 5.5, 6 hours because I am shit. So, but we're going to meet up now in October when the fishing picks up, and we're going to do a nice session somewhere. Right, almost done. Anyone coming yet? Nope. Any minute now the spit is going to start to appear, but I'm not going to rush on because only the first half uncovers first, and then as the tide drops the very top starts to uncover. So as soon as it starts to uncover and you start to see the waves break, I'll send the drone over to Sully Island and slowly bring it back so you can just see what you're working with. Any minute now it's going to start. So yeah. So that's the first rig. Remember the bigger bait on the bottom and the smaller bait on the top. Well, same length, just the bottom one's a large sand eel and the top one's a medium sand eel, so it's just a little bit thicker. Yeah, so that one's ready. Let's get a 6-foot dongle rig out. Oh, how's that happen now? What? Every time. Put out. It's amazing how it does it, I tell you. Let's shorten that dongle a bit. If you want to shorten your dongle, just tie another loop in there. Oh, is that anglers? No, dog walkers. Dog walkers. It's a bit windy. I hope the audio is alright. Yeah, still recording. So, in here, got a nice pilchard. I'm going to do a pilchard with a wrapper bluey, I think. So, hook it in the, just beneath the eye, like that. Slide it down, dongle, just below the knot. And then what I do on my bait, I always cut like a little tapered edge. So if you leave a flat edge, you'll catch the wind. So at least this way, it's a nice aerodynamic. So wrap that on. Oh, it's exciting this time of year now, mid-September. It's almost coming into the best time of year. October, November, December, January. Oh, yes. I'm not a summer fan. I hate the heat. Yeah, it's just... I love this time of year. I was going to say bluey, wasn't I? Yeah, so I'll wrap a bluey. Take your rubbish home. Wait, no, get in there. Picked up a shed load of these yesterday. Love the bluey, absolutely love the bluey. So head off. Measure it up. So there. And then what I'll do then is go down the middle. Put that and that in the bluey pack. So a nice little wrapper bluey. Nice little wrapper bluey. Let me taper that off. There, like that. Cover the dongle then. So just like a squid wrap. Got two types of fish there now, two types of juices, blood. Got the bluey and you got the pilchard. So almost cod time as well. I think the first run of cod start around about end of September, October towards Newport. So there's always a chance of, this is what caught my cod on in January off the white light. All £10 4 ounce of her. Right. That's ready. I'll put that then in the bluey bag so I'm not getting blood everywhere. Right, wrap that up. Right, let's put the drone in the air. No anglers yet, surprised. Put that in there. Put that in there. Oh, my leg's gone dead. Right, stick with me. It's on the surface, right out there. Try and come over to the camera a bit. Yeah. Gotta watch them wear the line. Come on. If I pick my other line up, it'll go slack, and at the moment it's still tight. I'll take my time. Feels like a much better fish, this. It's probably about £7. Yeah, it's right on top of my other line. There it is. I don't know if you caught that. As he came in, he flipped. She was coming upside down. Looks like another blonde. Yep, another blonde, better blonde this one. That's a double. Nice. Yeah, that's a double. That's about £11, I reckon. Let's skip up the water. Let's get in the pool. Oh. Yeah, I just hope that at times I've turned the mic on. Oh, it's warm. I've got no rigs baited up. I've got one rod in the water. That was slack about 5 minutes ago. So it's probably draggy. Yeah, they're loving the Southwest Sea Baits bluey, anchovy and squid. Thing is, because the spit is only a short session, I've only bought a pack of each. Half a pack of squid from when I was down Fonty the other day. Blanking. Yeah, and I bought one pack of small bluey, one pack of anchovies, and anchovies pilchards. So they're safe. They're in a pool about 10 inches deep. The first one's probably about £5–6, and the other blonde's probably around about 11. So, and it looks like Milo and Curtis have had a good hour as well. They've had about maybe three or four down there. The guy next to me's had one as well, so there's plenty of fish. So this is the first proper tide that you've been able to get onto the spit since, you know, on the building tide. So yes, by the time this video comes out, it's going to be about a week anyway. A week has passed, so they could be gone by the time you see this video. So I do apologise. because some of you might notice I don't put many catch reports on Facebook anymore. Sorry. I just share the videos when they're done, but then the session's always a week or two before the video comes out. If that makes sense, you know me talking gibberish. I did attempt to do a video last week on a white light, but I had 3 casts and went home. Couldn't stand up. The wind was horrendous. I took a picture of a sailing boat coming out the harbour, and it almost looked like, oh God, it almost looked like it was going to tip over. I'll get Jansen to attach the photo now. So yeah, I had 3 casts, and I said, look, not enjoying it. I can't leave the camera, can't leave the rods. They forecast 15 to 20, and I reckon it was between 40 and 50. So that's why you didn't have a video last week. I did try. Yeah. Oh, I was pulling back and I was. My reel's not in properly. It's got another snag. Yeah, he's there. Hopefully he'll pull away from it. Oh, there she is, come on, come on. Ah, for God's sake. What is it with line snags out there? People using cracking off and using light lines and stuff. I don't care about losing a fish, I care about leaving a fish on a snag. Right, I'll leave that film a second. Hopefully it'll come out. Cracking pair of blondes, one probably about 10-11 pound, the other a bit smaller, and as I'm talking to you, both my rods are going. Literally disastrous hour, losing 3, landing 3, and now both my rods are going. So let's get them back. Beautiful. Yeah, just landed another one. It's in a puddle by there, a little bit darker. Probably about 10 pound. The other rod that was going still out there. but it's starting to flood now, so one was going, one was slack, so I picked up the one that was slack, so hopefully it's not weed, because there's quite a bit of weed coming through, so it'd be nice if it was a double take. I was on bluey and squid, and that was the one I dropped in shorter, because I pulled 3 into snags. So it looks, I reckon it's probably about 10-15 rays that have come off here today so far. It's approaching low water now. So yeah, result. Milo looked like he had a nice one just now. So I got 3 casting specials in there with no leaders on now. So I got 2 there. So I have to bait this up and quickly put a leader on one of them reels in case it happens again. I've seen it with my own eyes, like people coming down here with 4-ounce leads, those blue breakaway ones, and fishing 12 and 15 pound line, and you're fishing for big fish over heavy, you know, heavy sand, and you know, no wonder there's loads of line snags out there. Sad really. And then you just keep adding to it and adding to it and adding to it, and yeah, so I've only got 1 rod fishing at the moment. I think there's a fish on there, unless it's weed. So I literally just landed another one, took the rig off him straight away, baited up. Ray number 4, blonde, probably around about 9-10 pounds, something like that. I'm absolutely devastated because I've left 3 out there. There would have been 7 in total, but it's line snags in it, so you can only do what you could do. So yeah, happy days. Let's get it back. It's bang on low water. There's still time for another one. There's a small blonde there. Yeah, there's another blonde there. Yeah. I don't even need a rod and a reel. Right, happy days. Just put that fish back. Yeah, it's just gone low water now, so I'm gonna call these my last. I know I got another hour and a half on you. I've caught a few fish for you. I'm happy. So that means now I can just take my time, go back to the car, get all the sand off, get dressed, wipe myself down, so I'm not stinking when I go to the school to pick my boy up. So I'm gonna slowly pack my stuff down now, and yes. So I'll give them another 5 minutes when I'm packing down, and then I'll bring you back if there's anything on there. Winding in one of the last casts. Still got a rod fishing. We got another ray. It's literally been ray a cast. I'm a bit gutted I lost those 3, but it is what it is. Another blonde. Oh, that could be the biggest one of the day. I'll go and put it. Yeah, it's definitely the biggest one of the day for me. Oh yeah, 12, 13 pound. Right. Just winded in my last cast. Just put that blonde in a puddle. So yeah, it's definitely the biggest one for me today. It's probably around about 13 pound. And if this is not weed, we got another one. Yeah, another ray. Here it comes, up in the water. There, it's on the surface out there. Yeah, there it is. Mental. Well, that's giving us some. There must be thousands of them out there at the moment. My wrists are on fire. Well, this is the one I dropped short about 60 yards. What have we got? Another blonde, lovely. Yeah, no, well, that's a double. Finishing off, both last casts, 2 double figures, happy days. What a cracking pair of blondes to finish on. I got one here about 10 pound and this one weighing 14 and a half. So yeah, 14 pound 8. Whoa. You can tell the difference, that's a heavy fish that is. So, happy days. I don't even know how many I've had now. 8 I think. 7, 8, don't know. So yeah, what a way to finish. It's just on the start of the flood. I could stay for another hour, but I'm not going to. I'm going home. Well, I'm going to pick my boy up and then I'm going home. Oh my God, it's getting heavy.